You are now locked into the Live with Brandon Blakeney podcast. Here is your host, Brandon Blakeney.
And LSU did provide an update on Last Poa after the game. Via X, they say Poa suffered a concussion but has movement and feeling throughout her body. She is expected to be released from the hospital tonight, so great news there. And then her teammates, Angel Reese, I love you, Poa. This is for you, 13, heart emoji. Flau'jae Johnson, for Poa, I love you, baby, pray for her. We need all positive love. The team just pouring out for their teammate. Hate to see something like that happening. Just a tough break for Poa. With their big matchup with South Carolina coming up tomorrow, I found an interesting clip of Anissa Morrow, exposing a little strategy, saying, basically how LSU can pull off this upset, what they need to do to pull off this upset.
It was fun. I say that we as a team made a few mistakes that we should have capitalized on. Me getting in foul trouble before half, 5 minutes before, and Angel fouling out at the end. I feel like it impacted our team a lot, having that presence inside. But overall, just seeing how the fan base was and everybody coming out to support was a great experience. Focusing on defense, but also rebounding. I feel like South Carolina rebounded with us in the second half, and that's what separated the game.
Do you believe that LSU can beat any Division I team right now?
Just wishing her a speedy recovery. But looking at, Anissa Morrow, she led them in scoring that last game against South Carolina. She's going to have to be big again. And I think that they can take some things away from Tennessee, seeing how they attacked South Carolina, how they took advantage of Camila Cardoso in the pick and roll. LSU's definitely going to have to look at doing some of that. Who's going to take the matchup with Flau'jae Johnson and how she's been playing? Is it going to be Tahina Powell? Is it going to be Bree Hall? Is it going to be Breezy? I don't know, man. It's going to be interesting to see if they go with the same matchups as last time. We're definitely going to see a bunch of different looks, though, because neither one of these teams played their best game or showed their full arsenal in that contest. So, we know what it's going to come down to, rebounding. It's going to come down to LSU's guards controlling the tempo and being able to make shots. Who's going to have a quick start. South Carolina had a really quick start today. Who's going to have the quick start? They both have been taking care of the basketball today. Who's going to be more careful? Who's going to value each possession? Who is Angel Reese fouled out of the last game? Who's going to dictate the foul trouble, the foul count? I wouldn't bet on her fouling out again. And, some people feel like maybe if she didn't foul out in that first game, it could have went a little differently. Now, that first game was a barn burner. It was a dogfight, and I'm expecting nothing less. But I think the team that controls the glass, has the least amount of turnovers, and makes their free throws is going to have a really, really strong chance to win this game. We know South Carolina's strength is the depth, as well as being able to shoot the three. And they've got a lot of depth in the front court, a lot of big bodies to contend with Morrow, as well as Del Rosario, as well as Angel Reese, and whoever we may see out there. We know that. And then the starting five for LSU, we know, is their bread and butter, the strength of their team. A lot of star power, just as much as anybody in the nation. They have two of the hardest playing players in the country with Anissa Morrow as well as Angel Reese. Just high motor, get after it, straight dogs on the court. The competitiveness. Hailey Van Lith is coming together and playing her best basketball, looking more comfortable running that point guard position for for LSU. Hailey Van Lith looking a lot more comfortable running that point guard position for LSU. Just settling in, knowing her teammates' games better. They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and letting Morrow and Reese do their thing. And then Flau'jae is playing incredible. Flau'jae is just playing incredible. We're seeing her take that next step. It'll be a big boost for them to get Michaela Williams back as well. who had a good game too in this first matchup. So guard play, if can Flau'jae, HVL, and Michaela Williams outplay the guards of South Carolina? Can they contend with Tessa Johnson, Malaysia Fulwiley, Tahina Powell, Raven Johnson? It's going to be about guard play, the bigs. What are they going to do? Can Angel Reese win that matchup against Camila Cardoso again? We got to see, who's going to control the glass, who's going to control the tempo, and, it's going to come down to execution in this game. Big players are going to have to make big plays, and it's going to be a thriller, man. I think LSU, they can win this game. They should lock up a 1 seed. South Carolina looking to just get another accolade. They remain undefeated. You wonder, with such an emotional win, in that contest, beating Tennessee on the last shot, you wonder how they turn around and recover the next day. It seems like, though, to be honest, South Carolina feels like a team of destiny, y'all. I think that 3 pretty much sealed the deal for me. The bank shot, Camila Cardoso, first career 3 in front of her family. Are you kidding me? Like, what in the world, man? What are the odds? Tennessee felt very comfortable letting her shoot that shot, and she just pushed it in. It was crazy. Like, the Tennessee coach said, she lucked it in. I don't know, man. She may practice that shot from the top of the key, but she definitely let that thing fly. Shot it with confidence at that. But this is going to be a mega matchup. 2 Titans, a lot on the line, a lot more on the line in this contest than there was in the first contest during the regular season. Both these teams are totally different. Both of them are playing really great basketball. I think South Carolina had to work a bit harder for their win. Will they be emotionally drained? That is a thing. The depth, we know they have the edge there, but you can only play 5 players at a time. I'm just saying, you can only play 5 at a time. So this is going to be big, man. Kim Mulkey still looking for that dub against South Carolina. South Carolina just continuing to dominate the SEC, looking for another SEC tournament title. Don Staley's probably going to be named Coach of the Year. We know that much. And you got Angel Reese, who's the SEC Player of the Year, ain't backing down from nobody. If she can stay out of foul trouble, we saw her have tremendous success against Cardoso in this LSU front line. I think, though, man, we've seen the development and the evolution of Sanaya Fagan, who I think could be a serious difference maker with her size and her athletic ability and her upside. I think she could be an X factor in this game. It's a lot of different looks that South Carolina they can go small their matchup and have Tessa Johnson guarding Anissa Morrow. They could go big, have Fagan out there, Chloe Kitts, Camila Cardoso, Ashlyn Watkins, a mix of them. It's a lot of different looks, but I think Haley Van Lith has to play big, especially if Poe is not in this game. Haley Van Lith has to play the game of her career. Flau'jae Johnson has to keep doing exactly what she's doing. Michaela Williams been out the last couple games. She's got to come in and shake off that rust. Seeing South Carolina your first game back after some games off, that's a tough bounce back. And Anissa Morrow just needs to continue to do what she's doing as well, being that most consistent player, making shots. I think she'll be beneficial if she can get her perimeter game going, knock some shots down from 3 like she did in the first matchup with this team. It's going to be big. The big thing with South Carolina that I've continued to talk about are the turnovers and the free throw shooting. They left some points at the line today, and it almost cost them. But they did a very, very much improved job controlling the pace and controlling the possessions and taking care of the basketball. So it'll be interesting to see, man. We know this is a battle of 2 Titans. Y'all let me know y'all keys of the game. How do y'all feel about this matchup? Can South Carolina keep the magic going? Are they truly a team of destiny? Can LSU knock off the Titans that are South Carolina, clinch that SEC title, bring it back to the Bayou, and lock up that number 1 seed so they can play at home and host the region? Y'all let me know. Holler at your boy. Let me know how y'all feel about the situation. And make sure to hit that subscribe button for all the latest and the greatest. That's a wrap for us. Until next time, hey, we out.